Hi, Jeannie. Hi. Well, I want to welcome everyone to Dr. Dees' call tonight. She is actually listening on the phone. She is coming back from driving her son to college. So we are team tagging tonight. So I'm Marlene Owner, and my husband Richard, the two of us in Florida, will be sharing some fantastic products with you. And Maureen Stopfer also down here in Florida. And we're talking about this week's spring renewal. It's a time for blooming. March is all about spring and renewing. And even though some of you may not have that kind of spring weather yet, this definitely is that time to be thinking about what we want to do going forward. And Sunrider is live food that gives us life. Sunrider helps us to renew, rebuild, and regenerate. And truthfully, that's why we consume and use these products every single day. These products really matter. So I want to just repeat that. Sunrider is live food that gives us life and helps us to renew, rebuild, and regenerate. And because of spring, when we think about spring, we do think about things renewing and blooming. And we want to talk about some of the things that we really feel bring us life, health, and hope for today and for the future. So whatever we do today is what's going to help us in the future. So some of your goals this month, it might be about going green, renewing your skin. Maybe you need more energy after a long winter. There's lots of things that really do bring us renewal in life. And I'm going to share a couple of my favorite products, and then Richard and Maureen will also come on and share their favorites as well. I just want to remind everyone before we start that if you could go on mute or go *6, and that just helps to eliminate some of the background noise while you're doing whatever it is you love to do. Okay, so I wanted to share with you first. I have my own personal testimony that I've really been watching this over the last several months. This past year, I really, just like everyone else, we've all been a little bit stressed, and I've been noticing certain things happening, like my nails breaking, some hair falling out, and I think, like everyone, when you start to see that, you really do feel really concerned. And I was reading a little bit about how protein helps, and heard Dr. Dees talk about spirulina in the past. So I decided I was going to give that a go and start doing spirulina. And I have been doing that for the last several months. And I would do about 2 to 3 times a day. And the reason I love spirulina is some of the things that Sunrider says about it. And this is right from their fact sheet. No food is perfect, but spirulina comes close. And our natural formula packs a wealth of nutrients in a super concentrated form to help keep your body in balance. A blue-green algae spirulina is composed largely of protein and contains key vitamins and minerals, along with 8 essential amino acids, antioxidants, and essential fatty acids. It truly is a superfood you need in your diet. I promise you, if you start using spirulina, you are going to see a huge difference. It also helps with overall health and immunity, provides an array of vitamins and minerals, no chemicals, no additives. It also has omega-3, omega-6 fatty acids, beta-carotene, easily digestible iron, and it is what it says. It's a superfood. So when I started taking this spirulina, I noticed little by little, my hair was not falling out. It used to fall out a lot. It would fall out on my hands, in the shower, my nails were cracking, and it really became so evident to me that by being consistent with this amazing power food, that's green, and we're talking about green foods and green health and green homes, this really did help so much. And I will always be grateful for that information on spirulina. And because it has that really high form of protein, and we know that protein helps to build. So it helps to build the hair follicles, the nails, and that's why I think this particular product really helps. And I know there have been some people in the past that have asked about what they can do for their nails. And I know go out and they'll get different kinds of things. Someone said, well, what about gelatin? And I really can wholeheartedly say spirulina works. I've seen the results. So I'm just wondering, has anyone else there used spirulina or have any testimony around that product?
Hi, Marlene.
Yes.
Hi, this is Elizabeth in Kansas City. And
Hi,
I've had pretty much the same experience you've had with your nails. I was using Evergreen, and I switched from it. Not that I know they're not the same thing, but anyway, I started taking the spirulina, and my nails are the best they've been for years.
Right? Oh, thank you.
And then I have a sister who, I don't know if she's still taking it, but she started on it because her hair is getting very thin. And she noticed right away that there was like a fullness in it. And she was wondering if it was her imagination because she could notice the difference so quickly.
Right. It does. It's pretty spectacular. I know that feeling of your nails cracking and that feeling of hair falling out can be really challenging. And in addition to those things getting stronger, and as you're saying about the hair looking fuller, can really make a difference in a lot of people's lives. I'm sure you felt the same as me, right?
Yeah, and especially women, they start losing their hair. It's, kind of a panicky feeling.
Yeah, I know. I hear you. It's something that, Karen is always saying, look for some new experiences with the Sunrider products. Sometimes we've been using them for so long, and you can kind of take things for granted because you feel good for so long, but when something new is happening, as things happen in our life, an ebb and flow to health, that when I noticed that happened, I said, I need to try something new or to tweak what I'm doing, and it made all the difference in the world. So I hope everyone will take that to heart. I'm sure there's plenty of people that you may know that are having similar concerns, and recommending spirulina to others will make a huge, huge difference in everyone else's life. So thank you, Elizabeth, for that.
How much were you ladies taking?
I'm sorry, say that again?
How much were you ladies taking?
So Elizabeth, how much were you taking?
Well, I was taking like 8 a day, and then now I'm just doing 3 a day.
Awesome. And let me just say what Sunrider says, their recommendation is 2 to 3 capsules at mealtime. That's what I was doing. Does that answer your question, whoever asked?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Anyone else have anything else they wanted to share on spirulina or any questions? Okay. So I have to share real quick. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. When my kids were younger and Ninja Turtles were the big rage, I used to I would mix all kinds of things in a 32-ounce water bottle, from Fortune to Light, but I would use spirulina in it to make it green, and I would put whatever I wanted to put in that day for my son with the nucleus and quinary and everything. But because it was green, then I named it Ninja Turtle Juice, and he would drink it then, and that's what I would take to the babysitter for her to give my son. So,
oh my God, I love that. That is great. Say that again, Ninja Turtle Juice? Oh my gosh.
Well, Ninja Turtles were the big thing back then. I don't know what it is now. My son is now 28 years old, but you have to figure out a way for kids to want to drink something, and so that's what I did.
Oh, that's perfect. I love it. And that's true. I know Dr. Dees always talks about ways of being able to introduce the food for children in any way you can, mixing it in whatever it is that they like. And then, of course, like you just said, calling it a name, that will be appealing to them. So thank you. Thank you so much. Did anyone else have anything? Okay. So I'm going to go on to my next new favorite product as well, Sunrider Vita-Fruit. And this is a product I really have used over the years, but getting more consistent with it, because another thing that I've noticed over this past year is my skin. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that. The skin kind of getting a little draggy. It doesn't look quite as vibrant. And Vita-Fruit is an amazing product. What Sunrider says right from your fact sheet is that our exotic blend of herb fruits is pure nutrition, a super juice for your skin. So this might not be ninja juice, but this is a super juice for your skin. And it has sea buckthorn fruit, monk fruit, and winter melon as some of their highlighting ingredients. It also has collagen facilitating vitamin C, combined to deliver vital bioflavonoids, carotenoids, amino acids, and other nutrients known to boost your skin's health and natural beauty. And it's naturally delicious too. It really does taste great. But it's so exciting, this product, for anyone that is looking to, just feel like they need a little more life in their skin. You will love this product, and you can drink this product, pour it on, yogurt. You can pour it on fruit. You can mix it in with water or fortune delight to make a super juice. And the sea buckthorn fruit, this plant is rich in that collagen facilitating vitamin C. It really helps to support skin hydration, elasticity, and cellular regeneration. I just want to say that again because I think it's powerful. Skin hydration, because we know what happens when we're not hydrated. Everything looks dried out. Elasticity. We know things can get either really loose, and you lose that elasticity in our skin. Everything starts to get saggy. And cellular regeneration. Again, all Sunrider products help to regenerate. And here we're talking about at the cellular level. So with the skin, that is something that you see every day. You notice that every day in the mirror. When you're changing clothes or you're, putting lotion on your arms, you can really see the difference. So this is something that's going to help us internally, as well as all the fantastic skincare products we have. It also contains antioxidants and vitamins. It's low-calorie source of sweetness. And that winter melon also contains vitamins, minerals, phosphorus, calcium, iron, thiamine, niacin, and vitamin C. Pretty spectacular. Now, this is a product that, again, so easy to use. You can mix it in water or fortune, or actually, some people just drink it out of the bottle. But it has no artificial sweetness, even though it has a sweet taste. No corn syrup. It's so nutritious. It's portable. It's convenient. And it truly does promote healthy, radiant skin. And I'm wondering, has anyone else had an experience with Vita-Fruit?
whole experience, but I know someone who burnt themselves quite badly with the curling iron and put Vitafruit on it, and it healed it quickly.
Wow. Vitafruit right on top of a burn?
Yes.
That's fantastic. Now, I haven't heard that one, I must say. I've heard a lot of other products putting on burns, but not Vitafruit right directly on it. Oh my gosh, I love that. Love that suggestion. My name's Alea in Prescott, Arizona, and I had a friend who burned himself third-degree burn with a grease fire in his kitchen. They were going to graft skin off of his hip to try and make his hand so he could use it again. He could see his tendons, his bones, and everything. It was bad. Wow. And he said, "What do I do?" And I said, we used to could order Vitafruit in big jars. I don't know if anybody remembers that. Yeah. But he ordered the Vitafruit, and he did the fruit and veggie rinse. He cleaned it, which burned like heck. He had drops of that in water. And when that quit burning, then he just poured the Vitafruit on it. And every day he would call me twice, just so I'd be on the phone with him, because it was excruciatingly painful. But within 6 weeks, his hand was healed. In fact, when he went back to the doctor after 3 weeks for them to look at it and schedule the surgery, his doctor literally was so angry, he threw him out of the office and told him not to come back. And that way, he didn't go back because he didn't need to. When I saw him about a year later, there wasn't even a scar. Wow. That's good. And that was from Vitafruit. Putting the Vitafruit, yeah. Fruit and vegetable rinse, and then putting that on. Wow. That's spectacular. It is. Wow. So, I mean, the thing I love about Sunrider, too, is because every product is designed to help us to rebuild and renew and to give us, that energy and regeneration. And it also can help in times like you were just mentioning, when there's something that comes up and we need some, a little bit of treatment, a little bit of healing right away. That is fantastic. Wow. So I just wanted to reiterate that these two products, I hope everyone's writing it down. It is called Spirulina and Vitafruit. It's going to help with skin, it's going to help with nails, with hair, and it's going to make you feel so refreshed and renewed for spring and going forward. So I hope that you all will write those down. Please order those as soon as you can. You will not regret it. So we're going to move on now to a couple of other products with Richard, and he's going to be sharing some of his favorite products that he loves for going into spring, renewing, and really all year long. So go ahead, Rich.
I certainly shall. Even though it's just the second or third day of spring in Florida, which is actually nice because we've had some cool weather, we're supposed to get up to around 89 by the end of the week. And my wife and I were talking earlier about the Sunrider products and what's your favorite products for your favorite room in the house. And I'll be honest with you, the favorite room in my house is outside. I love being outside, whether I'm working around the house, whether I'm cutting grass, painting, gardening, exercising, biking, whatever it is, that's what I like to do. So my favorite products are what we call the sport drink. Now this is a combination of Fortune Delight, Evergreen, and Electrosport with a good squirt of Sunny-Dew in there. And I'll explain each one of those for you. First of all, I start with a base liquid of Fortune Delight. And Sunrider says, skip the energy drinks. Fortune Delight delivers healthy hydration without sugar, fat, and added caffeine, and the crash that follows. This super tea packs 4 times the concentration of vital nutrients and antioxidants found in traditional green teas, to cleanse, nourish, and energize your body. And there's only 10 calories per cup. So this is my basic beverage of choice anyway. It has the Camellia sinensis leaf in it, and this provides catechins that naturally cleanse the body, okay, and help to neutralize free radicals. And naturally cleansing is very important to me. I don't want to take anything that's going to force my body to do something. All the Sunrider products, whether they're nourishing, balancing, cleansing, are simply nourishing and supporting all of the body functions, organs. It doesn't force anything on the body. And to me, that was critical. So Fortune nourishes while it's hydrating. And whether you're up north, down south, a lot of people, and I found this myself when we lived up in Massachusetts, I would get dehydrated. It seemed more so during the winter because I didn't think about it. If I was skating or skiing or shoveling snow. And of course, down here, it's a little bit more common. So it's on everybody's mind. Oh, we see people carrying water bottles or some kind of beverage. And again, my beverage is Fortune because it hydrates. And I believe in prevention rather than recovery. So I drink my Fortune. Like we said earlier, it's got antioxidants. It helps the body in recovery as well. So again, to me, that's very important. It also flushes out fat and lactic acid. So if you're finally getting out there and you're going to start raking that lawn and prepping and getting everything ready for spring, you're going to have sore muscles. And there's nothing wrong with sore muscles. It's the muscle cramp that you want to avoid. And the cramping is caused by the buildup of the lactic acid. And like I said, Fortune Delight helps to flush that out as you drink it. It's extremely, extremely good. One of the additives I put in there, even though Fortune Delight does have electrolytes, I add in Electrosport. And Electrosport is a complete electrolyte. And unlike any of the other sport drinks that are on the market, it does not contain 12 to 24 teaspoons of sugar. Okay, it doesn't contain any artificial colors or flavors. It doesn't contain any added caffeine. Electrosport is basically concentrated electrolytes. However, it also has 10 important minerals, including potassium, magnesium, selenium, and a lot of the other sport drinks don't have those ingredients in them. Electrosport comes in a little vial, I believe it's a half ounce, and I will add that to 2 quarts of Fortune Delight. Electrosport is not one of the drinks that you can drink straight out of the bottle. It must be diluted with water because the water is the carrier. Okay? Unlike the Sunrise or the Sunny Fresh, this has to go in water. And you can use a half a bottle to one of our green sport shaker bottles. There's nothing wrong with that, but I use the full bottle for 2 quarts, so it's extremely economical. Okay? And it does provide my body with all of the electrolytes that I need. It helps to balance your blood pH. Again, nothing added. Okay? So we know that it's safe. The third ingredient is evergreen. And you could have used this for your Ninja Turtle drink too, because this definitely makes it green. And evergreen provides oxygen into the blood. And I will mix a vial of evergreen into my 2 quarts. mineral is needed to maintain overall health. So these things are needed on a regular basis because people don't realize how many minerals, nutrients they're losing throughout the day. And I'm not talking just athletes. I'm talking just going to work, whether you're working at home, whether you're working in an office, whether you're running around with your kids or running after your kids. It doesn't matter. We need to replace and replenish all of our nutrients, our minerals, our vitamins, regularly throughout the day. It has copper chlorophyll in it. And this is a type of chlorophyll that supports the circulatory system and again helps cleanse the intestines and aids in digestion. And again, here's the word: it aids, it helps. Okay, it doesn't force anything on the body. So that's the basic sport drink. It makes 2 quarts. It's economical. It tastes great. And then I always add Sunny Dew just to enhance the flavor a little bit. And our Sunny Dew is a pure stevia product. It's the only one on the market. And this helps to balance your blood sugar and nourish the pancreas. So that's the basic sport drink. And what I'll do is, I like bike riding down here. And I'll go out and I'll do 3.5, 4 hours. And I'll take the whole 2 quarts with me in different bottles. And I have a cooler bag on the back of my bike so I can put the ice packs in there. And 1 bottle I'm drinking. And then when I normally get from my house to the beach, which is anywhere from 13 to 15 miles, depending on the route, it's time to refill that bottle. And I fill it up again, and I'll ride along the beach, and then I'll come home. And again, the key is hydration. Don't wait until you're licking your lips. Don't wait until your mouth feels dry, because by then you're already in the beginning stages of dehydration. So what I do is I plan it out, like I have either landmarks or times, like every 10 minutes, I'm going to stop and not just take a sip. I'm going to take 3 or 4 good big swallows of my sport drink. And I'll do this throughout the ride. And again, after 3.5, 4 hours, I come back. I'm not tired. I have no muscle cramps, and I'm not dehydrated. I think this is an amazing group of products that everyone can use, kids, adults. Like I said, it doesn't matter what your activity is. If you're moving, you're active. And if you're active, you want to stay hydrated, and you're going to want energy. So anyone have any questions, comments, testimonies? We'd love to hear from you.
I just want to remind everyone, if you'd like to share, just go off mute or press *6 again. I'm the one that put the spirulina in my son's Ninja Turtle juice, and I did also use Evergreen for the green color, and it was amazing the nutrition I could get in him just because I was making it green, and I wasn't having to do it with something artificial like food coloring or whatever.
Exactly. And it tastes good. It's got a nice minty flavor. That's the beauty of the Sunrider beverages. They not only work, they taste good. People want to drink them. So thank you. That was great. Anyone else? Okay.
All righty. Thank you, Rich. And I just wanted to tell everyone that the Vita Fruit that I was speaking about earlier, I will actually add that to the drink that Richard just spoke about. So I drink the same thing he said, those 3 products, the Fortune, the Evergreen, the Electrosport, and I will add my Vitafruit into that beverage. And that's how I get my Vitafruit in every day for that radiant skin. So thank you. So now I want to introduce Maureen, who is a Reiki Master, and she's going to be sharing how she has gone green in her practice, and will be sharing some of her favorite products in her workspace. So Maureen, are you there?
I am here. Thank you. Richard, that was wonderful. I'm going to follow it up with a favorite product of mine that I use at the end of a Reiki session, and it just allows everybody to come back so beautifully. And I think you're guessing the Sun Breeze Soothing Oil Blend for Fast Relief. And Richard mentioned about sore muscles. This is beautiful on your muscles. I like to use the balm on the muscles. I like to use the oil. You can rub the oil between your hands and your tail. And it's just that about 3 inhalations, and you feel your whole bronchial opening up. It's beautiful. And the circulation, we talked about that with the Evergreen. So this stimulates the circulation, it refreshes all your senses. It's perfect for stress and tension and muscles and those stiff and achy joints that we sort of get either in the winter or sometimes in the summer here because of the humidity that so changes. And for everything, it could be even an allergy that you're feeling the achy joints from. So massage a little bit into your neck and your temples if you have a headache. That instant relief, it's beautiful aromatherapy. I have never, and I remember Dr. Chen saying, there was no need to create another aromatherapy than Sun Breeze because it is perfection. And it is not only nice smell, but I put a little bit of a drop of the oil in water, and I put a couple of drops of fruit vegetable rinse in a spray bottle, and I spray the entire house, particularly the Reiki room. So why I chose Reiki room is because everything really starts with our immune system and how we're going to support it. So I love that. The sea oil, the eucalyptus, the mint extract. It just is a beautiful, beautiful combination. And I like to send a little balm in the mail to people. I will often give it as a gift or a thank you. It's a beautiful introduction to Sunrider for many people. So anybody have any suggestions for why they use Sunrider, Sunbreeze?
Well, hi, Elizabeth. Go ahead.
It's Monica. About 2 weeks ago, I used Sunbreeze oil because I burned my finger, and it prevented it from doing anything like having a blister or anything. Just heals it seamlessly. That's beautiful. I love that solution. Who else would like to say what they use it for?
Well, this is Elizabeth again, and I always have a Sunbreeze story. But a couple of weeks ago, I woke up in the middle of the night, and I just didn't feel like going back to sleep, but I wanted to go back to sleep. And so I thought, well, I know I always have Sunbreeze right beside my bed, and I thought, I know if I put this, rub some of this on my forehead, I'll feel better and I'll go back to sleep, but I just kind of resisted it. And after a few minutes, I just thought, I really want to go back to sleep. So I just rubbed some on my forehead and under my nose and on the back of my neck. And I laid back down. It was like I could feel myself fall asleep. I just drifted off almost immediately. It was so nice. So I think when we talk about people, having problems with sleep. I think that's recently added to with a lot of the other sunlight products that we talk about.
Oh, Elizabeth, that was wonderful. I think I had the similar night. We should check the okay. And I was doing the same thing, like really the sun breeze on.
Yeah.
I think the change in the hour kind of threw people too, but it's really, really nice. And if children have a fever or even just a nice little massage, the hand and body lotion with a little bit of sun breeze in it is just so welcoming. I often do that on my feet, but particularly for children, they really like it. And it's very deeply relaxing, and you're getting the all the points on the bottom of the foot. It's beautiful. Thank you for that. That's nice. Anybody else?
Hi, this is Margie.
Hi, Margie.
I have two funny stories about the Sunbreeze Balm. I play love tennis, and sometimes I accidentally hit people. So I would always whip out a Sunbreeze Balm and say, "Here, put this on there. It'll reduce the swelling and get rid of the spurs in half the time." So they end up going, "Oh, okay." Then they would later try to get needed when they'd run out. They'd try to get hit, so they get a free balm from me. But anyway, another time, my tennis pro, I gave him some balm for his tennis elbow, and he took it home and he left it on the counter, and his wife thought it was Carmex. So she slathered it all over her chapped lips. And when they were telling me the story, they later, I go, "Oh, I'm so sorry." She goes, "Oh no, I ended up loving it. It healed my lips and it made them really full, and I loved it. And I use it all the time."
We never know what these wonderful products will do for the body and how people will use them. Oh, that's great. Thank you. Appreciate that. So I'm going to move on if nobody else has anything they want to say about Sunbreeze to the first.
I have another little story about Sunbreeze.
Oh, good.
I have a friend who's texting me right now. We were just in Mexico here, 5 or 6 days ago, and her grandson got sunburned, and of course, what do we pull out? We pull out the Sunbreeze, put that on him, and he's 7 or 8, I believe, and that took the burn out of it for him. And then we were down by the fish market, and her mom got out of the car and has had trouble with her hip, and it was really started hurting to where she was like, we were concerned we're not going to be able to keep up with the group here. And so we were leaning against the wall. Everybody else was taking a little bathroom break, and I said, "Well, can you reach into your pants and like, where's it hurting?" And she pointed to it, and I said, "Can you reach in your pants and rub this on it?" I said, "It may or may not help." She rubbed it on there, and when we started walking again, she turned to me and she said, "What was that?" She said, "My hip doesn't hurt anymore." And then my friend who was texting me said that the same woman, her mom, tripped and fell and injured her foot, and that she is using the Sunbreeze on that. She really likes it, and that today she could put her shoe on. So, wow, Sunbreeze.
Could I ask you what did you use, the oil or the balm on the sunburn?
Oil.
Or does it matter?
Yeah, I've always used the oil. I've used oil on sunburns a lot. Years ago, I was in Mexico with another friend, and her teenage daughter and my 2 kids, and of course, they got sunburned, and it came to the rescue again. But another thing is the fruit and veggie rinse. I won't leave the house on a trip without fruit and veggie rinse, Sunbreeze, the stevia product, because those right there are a first aid kit to me. So her daughter had gotten her belly button pierced, not in Mexico, but previously, and it was not healing, and she had purchased the stuff that they told her to put on it,
And my friend was worried about it. And so she said, would you look at it? And I looked at it, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that doesn't look good at all. I said, here, let's put some fruit and veggie rinse on it. And we did that. And by the next day, she's like, oh, my goodness, look at this. This is already healing. You can tell that it's already healing. So that's all.
Fantastic. Thank you. Beautiful, wonderful contributions. Oh my gosh, you all have wonderful stories, and look at these products, what they bring out in us, right? And how we can use them. So you mentioned the Sunsmile fruit and vegetable rinse, and that's the next one I go to. And I use it, as I said, in the spray bottle. I spray the air in the home, and particularly in my Reiki room. But I also squirt some in the laundry with the laundry detergent, or the Sunbright Super Clean Laundry. And I love it because when we use it like on fruits and vegetables, or I use it on chicken, I use it on everything. It washes away the dirt, the pesticides, and that waxy coating that covers all of what's underneath. And the contaminants, it's safe and natural. It's derived from, it's plant-based, derived from corn. It's biodegradable, and it rinses and thoroughly cleanses the produce in minutes. And you just fill your sink, put your produce in, and it's about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. And I love that we have this product safe, environmentally friendly. That's so important to me and to all of us, I think, these days especially. So fruit and vegetable rinse, they have a nice little measuring cap inside for the fruit and vegetable rinse. In that, 1 gallon of water, or 3.75 liters. And the fruit and vegetable, you can dip it in diluted solution for 1 minute. I kind of leave it in for 5 minutes because I'm doing something else and I forget about it, quite frankly. And you pat and dry and use it. It's just a beautiful, beautiful way to know that everything is really, really safe and clean. Anybody have any stories on fruit and vegetable rinse?
Yes, hi Maureen, it's Jeannie. And hi, my hands are always in water, and my towels, they always get wet, and well, naturally, but I ended up with a cut in between on my right hand between the ring finger and the pinky, and it started irritating me. And as soon as I applied the fruit and vegetable rinse, it stopped, and it even healed.
Wow.
And just like everybody else, when I have a cut, the first thing I do is grab fruit and vegetable rinse. And it works.
It sure does. Thanks, Jeannie.
You're welcome.
Is there anybody else like to tell their story or share anything?
I have a story. Go ahead. My name is Carla. I'm in Pennsylvania, and last winter I was with a friend outside, and it had snowed, and there was ice on the concrete pavement, and she slipped and fell, and she hit her right under her nose, above her lip, on the concrete. She didn't get her hands down on time. So there was about 1.5 inch cut on her upper lip. And so she said, could anybody do anything? And I went in my car, and I had Sunny Dew and fruit and vegetable rinse and an unopened water bottle. So I put the fruit and veggie rinse on it, clean it, after I patted it with a napkin or tissue. And then I put the Sunny Dew right on that open slit, straight across 1.5 inches. And I had her put her head back, and it started to almost close right before our eyes. And so when she went home, her mother said, well, maybe we should go to the doctor. And I said, there's plenty of need to go to the doctor. The healing process started. Within, I kid you not, 2 or 3 days, it was hardly even noticeable. The lip had closed up the cut, and she was so thankful, and she started telling everybody that what I put on her lip prevented her from having to go to the hospital and get stitches, which is true. But these products, they work almost right before your eye in situations when you don't expect to use them in. So she was very appreciative, and I encourage everybody, when you have an injury or cut, fruit and veggie rinse, Sunny Dew, or even Vitafruit will heal it almost right before your eyes.
Oh, that's
Jane, Seattle,
You're
I've got an interesting story.
okay.
We went on an Ayurvedic and yoga retreat to India about 3 years ago, and the yoga master happens to be our Sunrider mentor as well. And they had suggested all kinds of Sunrider products to take. A lot of people did, but that didn't keep using them. And then at one point early in this 14-day period, our mentor said, there are parasites here that you have to be careful. We used only bottled water while we were there, and they supplied 2.5 liters per person per day. But our mentor said, it's not just externally for fruit and veggie wash, which we had with us, you can take it internally because it's food grade. So we put in 2 to 3 drops in like 4 or 5 ounces of water, and we drank one of those every single day to kill parasites. And it goes right through your system, and it destroys the parasite. We were fine the entire 2 weeks. Other people after a week were dropping like flies. People who didn't listen didn't do it, and they had all kinds of internal problems. Kept them out of our yoga practices and all kinds of other events. And the entire trip, we didn't get sick at all. And so you can take it that way internally. It really works.
Oh, Jay, that's wonderful. Thank you. Yeah, really, really good. Food poisoning, that worked for me one time. Thanks so much. Wonderful story. Great contribution. We share because we care. And the last one I'm going to say that because I care so much about my Reiki clients, especially on the Reiki table, I do a wash in between. I make sure that the sheets, that the covering and everything is clean with the super clean laundry. And as I said before, I add the fruit and vegetable rinse with that, and also the bleach. But the other day, quick story, I took the laundry out, and it just felt so wonderful. I just stood there with it. It was just so fresh and smelled so nice. No dyes and no toxic chemicals or artificial fragrances, eco-friendly, and the natural ingredients, lemongrass and tea tree oil. So we have such a wonderful, wonderful array of products that do so much for us. And I'm so grateful to all of you. Thank you for sharing. And I'm going to throw it back to Marlene. Thank you all.
Oh, thank you, Maureen. She really spoke about some fantastic products. And I hope everyone has paper and pencil because I'm going to do a quick review. I know we covered a lot of products tonight, so just in case you missed it, get these on your shopping list. So the first product was spirulina, a superfood, and we talked tonight about how it helps with the growth of nails and hair. It is a really concentrated protein. Then we spoke about Vitafruit for radiant skin, and we actually heard for some people how it helps to heal burn. But the main thing, too, about Vitafruit and spirulina is going into spring, these are products that are really going to give us a renewed glow and feeling inside and out. And then Richard spoke about Fortune Delight for hydration and how it flushes lactic acid buildup. Really important any time of the year, but now also as a lot of people are going outside a little bit more,
really important for hydration. The Electrosport for that complete electrolyte replacement. We all need our vitamins and nutrients and minerals, and it really does give that complete electrolyte replacement. And then Richard spoke about Evergreen, talked about how it's oxygen into the blood, has iron, overall health, and he likes to add in a couple of sports of Sunnydew, helps to feed the pancreas, which helps us with our blood sugar. And then Maureen went on to Sunbreeze, helps to soothe muscles, helps stimulate circulation, great aromatherapy product. As she said, Dr. Chen said, we don't really need any other aromatherapy product when we have Sunbreeze. And of course, we heard so many other uses for the Sunbreeze, whether you use the oil or the balm. Then Maureen talked about the fruit and vegetable rinse. She loves to use it to spray in her house and her Reiki room. She likes to add it to her laundry, cleans fruits and vegetables, chicken and other foods, and the laundry super clean. That really helps to clean her area, and she feels really good about that because not only does it smell good, but she knows she is providing a safe environment for her clients. So I know that might have been a mouthful of products, but they are fantastic, and they're great green products. We like to call Sunrider our one-stop shopping for green products that bring life to us in every room in our home. I mean, as you hear everyone speak, you can hear the smiles in their voices, how much these products mean to them. And I want everyone to just consider for themselves, ask yourself the question, what are some of my health goals for spring? Maybe there's something you heard tonight that you would like to order and try for yourself, or maybe it's something you've used before and maybe you put it to the side, but you heard something that says, I really need to start using that product again. Or maybe it's just that you heard someone else in need from any conversation you've had with someone during the past week or the month, and you could share some products that could really make a big difference in someone else's life. And I just have a little message from Dr. Dees, because she is listening in her car, and she wants me to tell everyone that you need to buy these products now. You can just go online and order per her instructions, and she is going to be asking everyone next week if you had tried any of these products or anything else that has made a big difference in your life, and have you shared it with anyone else so they can see a difference in their lives. So I just want to end. Also, I want to thank everyone who participated. Thank you, Richard, fantastic, Maureen, fantastic, and all those who shared their testimonies this evening. You are so important to these calls because everyone learns from each other. We appreciate you. We're honored that you came on with us tonight. These products matter. You all matter. And we hope that everyone here has a fantastic week. And right before we hang up, I just want to see if Donna's on the phone and she can talk about her call that's coming on right after this. Donna, are you there? Okay, well, if she's not there, then I just recommend all of you go to the Rising Stars Facebook page, and you will be able to see the link to this fantastic call that's right after ours. It's all about team support and working toward building teams and helping others. So just go to Rising Stars Facebook page, and the link will be right there. Or if you're going to get on by phone, that will be there also. So everyone, thank you so much again for joining us. Thank you, Dr. Dees, for having this venue for everyone to learn from each other. And I hope everyone has a fantastic week. And I know she will be on with us next week